Okay, so let's start with the first update on the channel for XRP. Ladies and gents, my name is Luke, and remember, this video is not financial advice. So in this video, we are going to cover short time frame price prediction for XRP, and of course, some bullish news that you have seen just in the thumbnail, right? So let me actually share it right away with you guys, because we've got apparently a shocking development, and the SEC meeting agenda for March 13th, which is actually today, has been revealed. The phrase institution and settlement of administrative proceedings could hint at the dismissal of the XRP case. XRP investors should closely follow this meeting, guys, right? So basically all of the drama, right, according to my understanding, with XRP is going to be settled today. Well, this is something that we are going to find out. Obviously, this is at the moment, this is the information that I have found for you on X, guys. So please hit the like button, because from now on you can expect XRP updates on the channel as well. Ladies and gents, now let's have a look at the overall market. So we do have a bit of a recovery, but the question is, can we trust this recovery? Personally, I still would like to see some confirmations, right? But we do have some hopefully bullish data. That's macro data. By the way, shout out to Crypto Rover, right? He's pointing out the fact that the global liquidity is basically pointing towards the upside, right, and move above this moving average. And the last time it did, we had this breakout, we had a huge rally for Bitcoin, and of course you know, altcoins are going to follow, right? So potentially we are finally at the verge of something huge, right? Because yes, if we are going to zoom this in, we can clearly see that yes, we do have a spike, and now if we are going to go up, we do have spike in, you know, these local waves, these swings, right? But now we have, for the first time ever, we have exit out of the moving average. All right, guys, I don't want to digress. This video is obviously about XRP, but of course remember that sometimes I will be throwing out there like different data that obviously is going to help us to determine of what potentially might happen. Now, guys, I'm on XRP weekly time frame, so since I'm here, let's actually cover that first, right? So what is happening at the moment is we are in that territory of extreme fear, which obviously is a good thing to accumulate, right? Because I know that many people probably were jumping to XRP when XRP reached $3.40 evaluation, and probably many people are under the water at the moment, right? XRP dipped as 47%, right? So obviously that is not juicy at the moment. We are currently sitting at what, 34% of a discount, right? If we are going to compare it to the previous all-time highs, right? So you can definitely make some juicy gains, right? And towards the upside, we still have 50%, right? So you can make 50% if you are going to accumulate XRP. Of course, it's not financial advice, guys. These are just my personal humble opinions, right? Now, another thing that we can look at is stochastic RSI has properly bottomed, right? Of course, it doesn't tell us that XRP is going to go to the moon right away. Nonetheless, this is a momentum indicator, which is quite reliable, you know, according to the past, right? So now on a weekly time frame, my opinion, my personal humble opinion, is that XRP is at good buying zone. And also, you know, another thing that can actually determine whether it's in a good buying zone, we can draw this horizontal line in here. We can see that every single time on a weekly time frame, right, ever since we saw this huge pump in December, XRP didn't dip below. Yes, we had wicks towards the downside. Nonetheless, XRP haven't seen a dive, proper dive and closure on a weekly below this line, right? And also, if I'm going to zoom this out, we do have confirmation of this area being a strong level of support, right? Well, it doesn't touch this wick in here, but obviously it is kind of you know, in this vicinity, in that area. And in here on a weekly time frame, guys, we do have let's say confirmation, right, in here, that wick, right? So in my opinion, this is a strong level of a support for XRP, but now the question is of how much XRP can potentially go, right, towards the upside, right? Before we are going to answer that, let's actually have a look at Fibonacci retracement, right? Let's draw it from here, from that recent candle that actually initiated that huge wave, sorry. And we can clearly see, guys, that XRP is kind of respecting fib levels, right, we have dipped towards 50%, a little bit below 50%, and now we are sitting above it. So there is still a possibility that XRP could dip into 61 or even 78. Of course, I am not saying that this is going to happen, guys, but you know, based on fib extension, that could still be considered as a retracement, right? And then we would look towards recovery, right? It all depends on the news that we are going to receive, and if Trump is finally going to behave himself with the tariffs, and if BTC is finally going to see the reversal, right? But regarding that, you are going to see BTC's update hopefully today, and I'm going to talk about global liquidity index and how BTC possibly might go towards the upside. Now, ladies and gents, since we have covered weekly, right, let's actually have a look at the daily time frame. Okay, so the daily time frame is again showing us a strong interaction with this level of a support, right? We can obviously just put it a little bit lower, right? Still, it's kind of you know, valid, I would say, right? But for the purposes of, let's say, not cheating, let me just put it up. Nonetheless, we can see that we do have a strong bounce from this level, right? Bulls of XRP have properly protected this area. But now the question is, are we going to pull back on a daily or not, right? Let's actually have a look at 4 hourly. So what 4 hourly is potentially showing us is, well, in my eyes at least, that's a kind of a bear flag, right? We can draw the trend line in here, right, with confirmations of these wicks, and also we can see pattern of a bear flag, right? Now, considering the fact that stochastic RSI is in overheated level, we potentially could argue that this level of $2.06 could be again retested as a level of a support. In order to actually clarify this, let's actually have a look of what is going on with XRP's liquidity. So we've got Binance XRP on a daily. Let's say that we are even, but one thing that I want you to notice, guys, is that 7 daily on all of the exchanges, everyone is shorting XRP, so the liquidity is above the current trading price, which in my opinion is bullish for people that are holding XRP. But we are going to get into that very soon. Firstly, I would like to cover 24 hourly heat map for XRP. Levels of liquidity now, we've got $2.19 to be exact, and then below we've got 215. So let's go to 215, let's say, and let's see where is this going to lead us. I'm going to move this line obviously a little bit, 215, right? Because this is where I expect at least XRP to pull back into. Okay, of course, this is not financial advice, but if we are going to look at these liquidity levels and we are going to kind of think from the perspective of market makers, I believe that the drop of 3.6% for XRP is definitely in cards. So guys, if you want to trade this volatility, make sure that you check out my Bybit link, because you can pick up around 6,000 USDT in referee exclusive bonuses, and you can find the link below this video. Of course, there is another possibility, right? There is a possibility that the news from the meeting are going to be huge, and we are going to go towards this liquidity of 2.2, right? But considering the fact that stochastic RSI is already in overheated level, I will safely, hopefully safely assume, not financial advice of course, is that we are going to see a dive, right? Now, since we have covered a short time frame, I would like to point out the fact that XRP is actually, this is 2 weekly by the way on Binance, is that we have huge amounts of liquidity at prices of 2.9, right? So I do believe that XRP could go towards $2.90, well, almost $3, right? So let's actually have a look at trading view of where is this going to lead us, right? $2.90, that in my opinion is going to be a quite big of a pump, right, for XRP. $2.90, and let's actually have a ruler from these current levels, so that's going to be 30%, guys, right? And that's also going to coincide with these local highs that XRP has achieved not that long ago, right? So definitely not out of the question, in my personal humble opinion. Of course, unless something big is going to happen, this liquidity has to be swept. We got around $12 million, or actually almost 13, to be liquidated if XRP is going to reach these levels, because as you can clearly see now, hold on, not this one, because as you can clearly see in here, everybody is shorting XRP with quite big of a leverage. Ladies and gents, I hope that you have enjoyed this quick XRP update, and as always, peace and love crypto.